Hello everyone. Today I am going to do a video on compositing the bands and the mosaicing our bands for the classification. As I have done a video on Landuse land cover mapping, for that I haven't mentioned about this part in the beginning, so it's for the audience request. I am here to do that video here. So I am doing that in this video. I am using Landsat 8 here, and I am using band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have to put it in order and you have to edit, and you have to do this clipping as, and you have to check tick mark here so it doesn't ask us for next time about our transformation. You can see data is loading. I am going to do similar process for another Landsat image too. I am going to do mosaicing. So I need at least 2 bands to show you the example of mosaicing here. Before that, we have to go to image analysis, and here we have to composite our bands here. And we have to select all 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 meant 10 and 11 are the thermal bands, and we have to do what we have to do is we have to composite it. We have to go to a processing extent here, and we have to simply stack all these layers in a single composite band. So I am doing that, and I have done that. You can see it here. This is the composite band that we have created now. You can see it here. So with this, now we can remove this raw data from here. We have get our composite band here, so I am going to remove it here from here simply. Now I am going to add my next band, next Landsat image, and applying same process 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and adding it. Now this is our second layer. You can see it here. Now we are going to do similar process again. After this, we have to composite it. Now I am going to remove it again. You can see now we have, you can close here. You can see what we have to do is that first of all we have to input one raster, and you doesn't have to do anything. You just have to make this value 0. Other nothing. You don't have to make change, no change, any changes here. So I am clicking just OK here. It will take little bit time. You can see it's a huge data, it has a large size, so it takes little bit time. No need to worry about it. You can see we can check this by removing this. We can see we have removed these types of black raw type data that disturb our image. So I am going to dealing with another image similarly. For that we have to do this, and we have to make this value 0. Now I am again doing clipping here, and it takes little bit time, as I mentioned before too. You can see it here. We have done our next clip too. Now you can unclick this. This is our image. You can see it. And now we have to add our area of interest that we are going to clipping out from this band. For that I am going to enter my add my data here. For that I am adding my file here over here. This is my area of interest that I have done in the Landuse Land cover map in the previous video. You can see it from there. Now after this you can make it hollow. After this you can simply uncheck. Now you have to mosaic this band first to extract our data from there. So for that we have to open our toolbox, and we have to go to raster data processing from the data management tool. You can see data management tool, and then to raster, and then to raster processing, not raster processing, mosaic data set. Raster data set, then mosaic to a new raster. We can go it through by two different ways, by creating a raster data set or directly by mosaic to a new raster. Here you can simply get change by seeing this format. In this format it asks for us every information in a single frame, single window in this window, but in simply this we have to fix our target data set and input our raster and this was, and we have to select a working folder here, but we don't need to do that. We can do it in a single step from this one. You have to go to source and you have to show your number of bands equal to 11. You can see it here, or you can see it is unsigned integer and the pixel depth is 16-bit. You can see it from here, and you can see it here to central meridian. About every single spatial reference we have used here. You can see it row and column this and the number of bands this. So I am going to doing a mosaicing here. You can simply go over this and you can set a put location here, and you can do simply mosaic dot chief spatial reference, as I mentioned before too. And this, as I mentioned, 16-bit unsigned. We have to put our bands, number of bands 11. Then we have to go. Now it will give us a single file. I will show you. Yeah. It will take little bit time. It is heavy data and it takes a little bit to process our data and to give a fine output. Keep patience. Now after this, what we are going to do is that we have to extract this location from this boundary, this area from our mosaic data. So here it takes little bit more time to, you can see output. I am making my boundary visible here, vector data boundary visible by increasing its outline width. You can see my area of interest falls on this region, so I am extracting it. I am here showing the beginning parts of my video that I haven't considered in the Landuse Land cover. So I am extracting it. I am going to clip it. I am going to input my raster as mosaicing, and output extent layer is my boundary which I want. And you have to use this, and you can save it anywhere you like. And after this you can just click OK. It will go for a processing. So what I have done in this video is that compositing band, mosaicing, and extracting my area of interest. You can see it here. I have done my clipping too. Now I am doing all my unnecessary data uncheck, and you can see by zoom to layer, this is our area of interest, and I have used this area of interest in my Landuse Land cover video to made it. So what I have done during my mosaicing, for that we have to little bit concern on this pixel type and number of band. These number of bands and pixel type we can get it from source. You can see it here. I will show you. We have to just go to the band, composite band or the Landsat image that you are going to mosaic, and go to properties of that image, and you can get it in layer properties. You can get a tab that shows us a source of our data, and it shows about every raster information that we have about format, uncompressed sized, cell sized, and the number of bands and the pixel type. You can see pixel type. Our pixel type is unsigned integer, and you can see pixel depth is 16-bit, and we are pyramids level 6, resampling, nearest neighbor, compression this, and you can see extent top, left, right, and linear unit that we have used this, angular unit degree, false sting, and this is the about the spatial reference we have used preparing this. So with this I am gonna end my video here. You can get it what I am going to say you. So I am removing this first of all. After this you can proceed for Landuse land cover classification by changing this band combination, as I have done the Landuse land cover mapping video in my initial videos. So go and watch that video. After this I am gonna end my video, and you can have a good practice over here. Thank you. Keep watching, keep supporting.